it's bad luck. Are we getting closer? Are we just getting more lost? I'll show you mine if you show me yours first. Let's compare scars, I'll tell you whose is worse. Let's unwrite these pages, replace them with our own words. We could get left up porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. If love is a labor, I'll slave till the end. I'll cross these streets until you hold my hand. Yeah, so long, it's time to move. It's so cold, summer's overdue soon. Let's pack our bags and settle down where palm trees grow. I've had some friends, some that I hardly know. I've had sometimes I would trade for the world. We'll share these days down with lots of places that we will go. Please live on from Porsches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. If love is a labor, I'll slave till the end. We'll cross these streets until you hold my hand. Until you hold my hand.
Oh, nice. We're commuting to the next town over for work.
I'll show you mine, you show me yours first. Let's compare scars, I'll tell you whose is worse. Unwrite these pages, slice them with our own words. We live on front porches and swing life away. We get by just fine here on minimum wage. If love is a labor, I'll slave till the end. We'll cross these streets until you hold my hand. Swing life away. Swing life away. Swing life away. Swing life away.
Yeah, we have had some work, thankfully, but we still could use it being a bit busier than it is, but the day isn't over yet. We're doing alright, just we're both physically tired, but emotionally and mentally we're doing not too bad, all things considered. And I hope you guys are having a better time. We're live with DoorDash. We haven't worked in the next town over because the one we live in is overrun by other dashers. And the good thing though is we're surrounded by farmland, so lots of nice views, trees and cows and horses and shit. Hey Thomas, it's great to see you, brother.
Morning will come soon. At a place that we once knew.
How hot is super hot for you? Because where we are, according to our car, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now.
Not too bad. I mean, at the like some of the highest points in California, sometimes it can get, I mean, record high. Well, I'm not going to say record high because I don't know the record high, but I've seen it get as hot as like 113 in like our town.
Yeah, it's pretty awful in the summer.
And apparently sometimes it's gotten even hotter than that.
Yeah. Hey VIP, it's great to see you. Thank you. I decided to have fun with a bold look. I don't understand.
Can you guys tell she touched up her colors? Did anyone see her video? Did you live stream it or was it a video?
It was a video. understand how can balls feel wet at the same time dry. Well, as a person without balls, I would not know. But yeah, I decided to go with the bold eye makeup today just because I can, you know.
Isn't she pretty? She's pretty. Look.
Alright, now you guys can see me a little clearer. It's still too bright out here, but
Yeah. It's like a crime to cover up your face.
my eyes will start watering
I don't care.
uncontrolled, and then all the makeup will be messed up too. Need to cancel the sun.
Then it would look even hotter.
That kind of helps.
Can y'all tell I'm into goth / alt bitches?
This is apparently an air quality index shows that quality is good today. Super rare for LA. Usually it's in the yellow. Never seen. Well, that's good at least.
It's funny you talk of LA and we were talking of record heat because last night we decided to watch Predator 2
Oh yeah.
and it was in LA and they had record heat of like 109?
9. Yeah, I think.
I thought it was like 119 or something, but still, that's still pretty dang hot.
Yeah.
Not as hot as you.
You're sweet. We forgot to.
Take your pants off.
Did we bring the other phone? Because Thomas said that he had sent the new
Shit.
song.
I left it on the charger.
Okay, we forgot it on the charger at home, but I will for sure go live when we get home, and I will be playing.
I mean,
your song.
I'm driving right now. If we're chilling and parked for a little while after we gas up, I can see if I can download like a clone of my phone. I might be able to get my number and see if I can download any of my texts.
That would be cool if you could. Oh,
It's good being a techie.
bumpy roads. Never have to call tech support when I got this man next to me.
Yeah, call tech support. I'll be mad at you. Unless it's something internal that you need to call them about. Then that I can understand.
Like hardware issue, not software.
Girl, you
Huh?
turn my software into hardware.
Oh, thank you for the compliments. I
You're
decided.
welcome.
Thank you. I decided to do another touch-up of pink over the majority of my hair, and I did a layer of blue on top of what was purple and what was blue and pink. I covered all that in blue, and so it gave kind of an icy blue, icy purple look, and I'm really honestly happy with it. I love you. Yeah, he's going in to do a shopping order now. Let me get this not quite so much. Okay, that's better. Well, thank you for the kind compliments, VIP. I really appreciate that. I started just doing eye makeup yesterday. It took me a whole half hour because I hadn't done my makeup in weeks, so I got out of practice. It took me a half hour yesterday to wash my face, put moisturizer on, and do all my makeup and all of that in half that amount. So I'm already remembering. Muscle memory is a funny thing. Thank you guys. You're also very sweet, and I really appreciate that. There's a lot of less than decent people in the world, and I really appreciate you decent people here. You all make going live to talk with you all worth it to me, and I thank you for that. Thank you, VIP. I also hope and pray that you have a great and prosperous week too. All you guys. I'm praying life will get better for you all. It has gotten more stressful for us, but things could always turn a corner. Can't really think of anything else worth mentioning. Matt and I watched Jumanji together last night, the original with Robin Williams, and I forgot how great that movie is. And we were gonna watch the 2 new Jumanji movies, but they're not free on any of the platforms we're subscribed to. But one of these days. What do you mean by the question, how so? What are you referring to? Just a disclaimer, I have ADHD, I am on the spectrum, and I tend to think too literally about things. So written sarcasm, it usually goes right over my head. And I'm trying to be coherent, but when you have to have medical cannabis and a muscle relaxer and an NSAID to put crippling pain on mute, it doesn't lead to having the clearest and best mental capacity. Not that I'm stupid, but my pain management makes me think a little slower and talk a little slower. So I've had to push myself to try and maintain a normal talking speed, because I can kind of drone on a little bit like Treebeard in Lord of the Rings, where it takes a long time for them to say anything. And I've come a long way from how I used to be, but being neurodivergent in a world full of normies is not an easy experience, to say the least. If any of you guys are neurodivergent in this chat, I welcome you, and I would love to hear from you. Yeah, the Jumanji movies are good. You remember when you came up, your sister woke up in the middle of the night screaming, "There's bats in my hair." Oh, damn. Sorry, that was an unclear question. You mentioned life is hard. Well, I'm gonna go into our whole sob story, not with the intent to have you sob for me, but so that you can see the depth of how rough it is. So, many people were hit hard when COVID first started. We were devastated by it. We do food and order deliveries because of reasons I will explain as I continue the story. Well, we had to live off of our credit card for a fat minute, for literally expense, because we were not bringing in any money. That put us in a hole, and it was not our choosing. Then an identity thief stole my husband's social security number and gave my husband a terrible working name. He did all these jobs in our town where we live, and apparently did a really shitty job, because none of the thousands of job applications my husband has filled out have led to an interview. It takes about 8 years for old work records to fall off the resume, you know. And it was about 6 years ago that his name got ruined, so we got 1 or 2 more years left. And we did not get in trouble with the IRS. They were able to see that it clearly was not my husband working the jobs, but We never found out who did it. And we only found out about the identity theft because we got a threatening letter from the IRS saying, it's come to our attention that you, Matthew, have worked at Vallarta Grocery Supermarket and earned 32 grand and didn't pay taxes. So either pay up or go to prison. As soon as I finished reading that letter, I yelled for Matt, and he rushed. He saw the letter. We both were fucking pissed. So we hauled ass to that Vallarta, tried to get help from the managers. They gave us no info to go on. They wouldn't show us any employee ID pictures, no security camera still images that could show what the guy looked like. Absolutely nothing. So my husband's name got stolen and ruined, and it'll be a little while before the ruinings fall off of it. And then after that, inflation hit. We're only able to earn a living with DoorDash because no other jobs will give my husband a chance, because his working history was falsely ruined, and there's nothing you can do but wait for it to fall off your record. And so then when inflation hit and people stopped being able to afford DoorDash as much, we stopped earning enough to live off of. We used to be able to clear 200 in a day if we really were out all day long. But now, we can be out here for over 12 hours and not even break 50 bucks. So, the 3 reasons why we're struggling are not anything that we chose. It wasn't because of poor decision making on our part. It's just how life played out. And if you are willing and able to donate, I would be very thankful for every penny that gets sent my way. But if you're struggling to, please don't feel pressured to donate. I don't want you guys who are struggling to put yourself in an even deeper struggle to help me. Everyone is hit differently. And it's been so bad for us that we had to return a nice, comfortable, reliable, newer car that we had bought and were making payments on because we couldn't keep up with the payments. We were paying around $800 a month for our car, for the monthly payments and the car insurance. And when work really slowed down, we had to borrow money from both of our parents 2 months in a row. And that was our sign to return the car, do a willful surrender, with it paid up to date at that point. Because if they repo it, you're still on the hook for paying for that car. And so we thought returning the car, willingly surrendering it, we wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. But then they sent us an invoice. They resold the car for less than half of the total debt that we still owed on that car when we had to surrender it. We still owed around 19 grand on this car. It was a 2020 Chevy Impala. And they sold it to some new person for less than 10 grand. And with their bullshit cleaning fees and all that, they want us to pay 11 grand for a car we couldn't afford to keep, so we returned it. So that's why I had to set up a GoFundMe. Our actual only source of income has dried up way too much. We lost our car. We're borrowing a spare car that my dad bought for real cheap. And it is not as great as the car that we had. I got a little spoiled being used to a 2020 Impala. Now I'm in a 2012 Veloster. I'm trying not to be ungrateful, but it's a big difference between the two. And we had to move back in with my parents, and we can't afford rent. So we're earning our stay there by doing all the housework that my more disabled than me mother can handle. She's got a lot of the same spine problems I do, but hers are more advanced. She can't do certain household chores anymore. So we moved in and we're taking care of those chores so she doesn't have to. But it's humiliating having spent so much energy, time, gas, and emotion trying to make an honest living when there's just no work to be done. There's too many workers and not enough work to be shared. So we're asking for you guys to share my GoFundMe link if you're able to. I don't expect you all to donate, but if you're willing and able, that would be amazing. But I, again, just mostly ask for prayers for things to get busier for us, because this is extremely stressful. You go from living somewhat independently to having to move back in with mom and dad, and it's hard. But it could be a lot worse, and I'm glad that it's not. But it doesn't make this forced change on our whole lifestyle any less unpleasant. Thank you, Vaughn. I really appreciate the kind compliments. If I were to get 50 grand, we would be set. We'd be able to leave California, get our own little bit of land, get a homestead started, and we'd be happy as larks. But we can't even afford to take a day trip to the beach, and it's just a 4-hour drive away. We're truly stuck in the dead center of California in all 4 directions. I'm not going to give my city name because I like to retain some privacy still. But it sucks. If you're thinking of moving to California to make a better life for yourself, don't do it unless you have a guaranteed regular hour, regular pay type of job and a place to live already set up for yourself. If you try to make it out here just on a hope and a prayer, you're not likely to get very far. We're doing all that we can to try to earn our living, but this world is just too fucked. We're hoping and praying that any one of my husband's job apps will come back to him and lead to an interview. He's super qualified to do a bunch of different types of work, but it just takes one identity thief to ruin all of it. So prayers for that to go away are also appreciated. I thank you for all the prayers. It really is a lot to deal with, and we're already dealing with grieving the loss of a good number of people we loved who have died over the last few years. It has not gotten easier. I've just gotten better at handling it, but it still hurts like hell. Oh my holy munchies, Batman.
Oh, I know. 4 bags of flaming hot puffs. 4 bags of normal puffs.
He's got a whole ass grocery cart full of
5
Cheetos.
packs of 100 grand bars.
Oh my shit.
10 pack of frozen Klondike bars.
Klondike bars do sound good.
Extra Rocky Road ice cream.
Oh my fuck.
And one pack of Reese's.
Oh, yeah. Just the one, because you don't want to go too crazy.
And found me a salad.
Oh, thank you, baby. Bacon ranch? What? This is sweet for me. For those of you who are new here, I have celiac disease. If I eat wheat, barley, or rye, my body literally attacks itself on the inside, and it makes me devastatingly sick for an entire day, the day after. And so my husband found a couple of new snacks that I could try that I would not have thought of before. Dill pickle flavored peanuts and bacon ranch. I'm not sure which one I want to try first. They both sound like they could be pretty good.
Did I give you a receipt?
I do not have one in hand.
Okay, I think this is it. Okay, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, thank you guys. Your sympathy is helpful. But yeah, it's a lot. And literally everyone I know either has a
Ooh,
kid
it's nice and chilled in
or
here.
multiple kids, or they're in the process. And I'm unable to have my own children because I was born with a genetic defect. If you've learned about Turner syndrome in school,
Most
I'm one
likely
of those
they're-
unfortunates that has it. Basically, I am a woman,
They
but
spent just about 40 bucks in munchies.
damn. But I am a female. I just was missing the parts of my genetic code that pertained to the formation of my reproductives. They weren't formed right, and they were causing me great suffering.
You gotta get rid of that. I can't see anything.
And so I can't have my own kids. I had to have those parts removed just to improve my quality of life. Because it's hard to be happy and enjoy life when half of the month you feel like you've been kicked in the belly by a kickboxer. So it took a long time, but 9 years ago I found a surgeon who understood Turner syndrome, and he saw the need for me to get that stuff removed because it was really causing me suffering for no reason. And ever since that, physically my quality of life is better, not having to deal with the monthly stuff. But in my heart, I'm still trying to adjust to having the dream of natural motherhood die. But we're hoping if we're on this earth long enough to get financially stable, that we'll be able to foster to adopt and make life better for some kids. And so prayers for the baby fever to go away would be very much appreciated. It only hurts when I really think about how much I wanted motherhood when I was a teenager. I was the kind that dreamt of being a mom when I was a little kid. I loved mothering my little brother. And since I have no actual children that I can pour that love onto,
Yeah, you do. We have a son.
well, yeah, we have our male leopard gecko Sisu, and he's a sweet little guy. I'll have to show you when we get home how cute he is. Yeah, Justin, that's correct. Celiac means no gluten. And it's a huge adjustment. I first got my warning signs of it when it was the new year 2014. Pretty dope. And it started off with a stabbing pain in my ribs on my left side. It felt like there was a butter knife wedged in there and some little shit was trying to jiggle it around to hurt me. Then that led to passing bile a couple days later. Not to give too many details, but it was not a good time. And it took months for doctors to figure out what was wrong with me. They had misdiagnosed me several times, thinking, oh, you have these issues? It must be diverticulitis. No, it's not diverticulitis. Oh, well then it must be the H. pylori bacteria infection. Oh wait, you tested negative for H. pylori? Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Months of malnourishment and slowly dying. And they finally figured it out because a light bulb went off in my mom's head. When I was 15, I was made aware of my genetic issue, and it was the worst year of my life. I never wanted to die so much when I was a kid as I did that day. But the doctors told me that because I have Turner syndrome, I'm at high risk of developing some other health issues. And so if I develop other symptoms, just keep in mind it could be one of these issues actually coming to fruition. My mom made me gluten-free homemade chicken and rice soup. Unintentionally gluten-free, by the way. And I started to get better. I started to have the strength to walk to the bathroom unassisted, because I had gotten so weak that I would fall trying to get up off the couch. I was that malnourished. My guts were that damaged. But the gluten-free soup started healing me. And then she made spaghetti. I fucking love spaghetti. And so I ate it. Instantly worse suffering the next day. And that made my mom remember, oh, it could be celiac. With celiac, to diagnose, they do a blood test first. There's certain antibodies that pertain to celiac. And I tested positive for every single one. Not only that, the levels of those antibodies were the highest any of those lab techs had ever seen. So it was pretty damn conclusive, but once you get a positive blood test for it, they finalize your diagnosis by doing an endoscopic esophageal biopsy. They stick a camera down your throat, look around, see the damage, take a little sample of the flesh to test it, and they saw celiac pattern damage right away. So I've been living gluten-free for 11 years now, and
it's expensive.
It is. So if any of you guys are having to go gluten-free, or you know someone that has recently had to go gluten-free, I can tell you that it is an amazing comfort to be given a snack that is gluten-free. Like when I was a kid, I absolutely loved Hot Pockets. And we finally found they make gluten-free ones, and they sell them at Sprouts. And they taste just as good as the Hot Pockets I remember having before celiac ruined my life. But if any of you want diet tips on avoiding gluten, I'll be happy to dive into that for you all. But if you'd rather talk about a different, perhaps more entertaining topic, I'm open to whatever, because I'm trying to work on staying socially active online, since we can't really do that in person with anyone that we know. Our lifestyles are completely different than all the other people we used to be close to. They're all parents with kids. We have a gecko. They have to schedule their life around their children. Our gecko sleeps during the day, and he's awake when we come home at night. And so it's just been hard. And so I've been using these lives as a way to get into talking with other people and not become a recluse again. And so I greatly appreciate every one of you who does interact with me in the chat. I truly mean it. Gluten. Hey, Hopeless, it's good to see you. Streetwalker? What? That's funny. Gluten-free JV. Fuck no, I would rather...
On a positive note, her hysterectomy, TMI, I don't care. Fuck me. Speaking of which, no condoms needed.
That's true.
Thank you for your non-tip for your munchies, asshole.
So rude.
But yeah, those Hot Pockets also probably slapped really hard too. Because, yeah, she could have cooked them the normal way, you know, the microwave for a few minutes. But they probably slapped really hard because the best way to have them is in the oven.
That's very true. Oven baked is always better. Okay, Hopeless, I cannot tell if you're legit trying to upset me or if you're just trying to be funny and I'm not reading it right. So I would like you to clarify which it is.
Who?
Hopeless. Okay. Well, I appreciate no digs at
Yeah,
our
don't
situation.
be joshing at our boy. I don't care if you josh at us, josh at our son. I'll fucking mute you, dude.
No joke.
I can take a punch. You josh at my wife or my son,
Good man. I love you.
Thank you, dude.
I love the mountain view right now.
Again. Really? Again?
What, they want us to commute more or some shit?
Yeah, they want us to go back to that Dollar General and to go right fucking back out of town. Right fucking back to where we were. When we need gas.
It's so stressful. This world is stupid.
We're fucking cheap too. $5 fucking bucks, that's fucking it. Someone want to help out? Donate to Annie. She needs to be able to get a donation to cash out.
Yeah, if you send a donation to my PayPal or Cash App, I'll have your full donation instantly. I have the links to both in my description of my live stream. I also have my GoFundMe link. I don't expect you guys to donate to us, but if you could please share that GoFundMe link with others who you think might be able to help, we'd be really appreciative of that. And also prayers that the right kind of helper type of people will find us.
Send the link to your rich aunt.
Right. Good to see you. Thank you. I'm never leaving my man. Actually, we've been trying to get to better at decent hours, but with how work has us going, lately we've been staying up till past 11. He sometimes stays up later because insomnia is a bitch. And I have some trouble sleeping also, but thankfully not as severely. But we haven't had a cigarette in a little minute. I think I might have one at the end of the day.
I forgot that.
We could smoke them outside then and just chill for a bit. I love you. I get something in my eye. Sometimes I forget I am wearing makeup because it's not my normal routine. And so I go to rub my eyes as I usually do, and then I remember, oh shit, I did my makeup. No. Thankfully it's not too messed up. But it's not as good as it was looking earlier, but oh well. Hey Fred, we're hanging in there, staying on that grind. Thankfully yesterday we did have more work, and so far today's been decent. We're just hoping it gets better. You guys are funny. I'm very flattered. You guys got any fun plans for anything going on? All we got planned is work until like 7:30ish, going home, eat some good food, probably watch a couple of movies. Our day-to-day lives are not that exciting for the most part. Thank you, I appreciate the compliments. I tried a new eyeshadow today. This is sparkly green one from Walmart, and I figured I might as well have fun with it, especially since I don't have to worry about looking a certain way for a job. Hell, I could be in my pajamas if I really wanted to, because all I do is sit in the car and chat with you guys. But, typically not a whole lot of excitement in our lives. Anything going on with you guys? There's a big yellow, I can't tell what it is, but kind of looks like a Hummer, maybe a Jeep, but it's bright yellow, and my mind instantly went to thinking of Zombieland. I don't know if you can see the yellow. No, I have to pull this pulled it off the holder. See that yellow? I would have had the camera more focused on it, but I didn't want to chance the driver seeing me aiming my phone at their car and thinking, oh shit, they're snooping. Technically they'd be right, but that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be a good barrier from it getting on my dress. All of this particular was one thing of ice cream.
Yeah, and that's why we're not getting tipped or basically paid for it.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to tip, don't fucking order DoorDash. That's my 5 cents on it.
We always tip at least a $5.
Yep, no fucking matter what.
Hopeless to say that I could model swimsuits and I should do a cosplay as a wood elf.
Yeah, I've been telling her
I could
to
do that. Yeah. I'm going to.
I've been telling her to cosplay as a lot of things.
I got all my costumes and stuff in the trailer. I'll have to actually go in there and grab it. I keep saying I'm gonna, and then I keep forgetting.
Me, I'm a clip.
I bet our boy is sleeping right now.
Perhaps.
Sure was funny how he was skedaddling on the bed so much. Whenever it's socializing playtime for our leopard gecko, we let him go on our bed. And it's pretty adorable how he tries to run in short bursts. If you approach from overhead at any speed, he doesn't like it because it reminds him of birds. But if I stay at his level, I can literally zoom right to him and he won't be phased because it's not coming up from above. And so I noticed whenever he's trying to go out of bounds, i.e. off of the bed and onto the floor, I'll redirect him by putting one of my hands in front of him, and I can quickly sit it right there and he will not flinch. If I go overhead at any speed, he's like, oh no, I have to run. It's pretty adorable. And thankfully my dad was able to find us a double door cage that opens from the front, so we no longer have to reach for him over his head, and it's helped a lot in him being more comfortable.
I can't believe he climbed so high last night.
Right.
I was looking for him. I'm like, are you holding our boy? I don't see him at all. And I was looking for him. I'm like, I even used my flashlight on my phone. I'm like, are you holding him? He's not in here. And Annie was like, what? I looked for him. I'm like, yeah, he's not in here. Where is he? And she's like, look up. I looked up on one of the sticks, and he was like at the top of the stick, like in the top corner of the cage. I'm like, oh my gosh, he never went up there by himself before. Yeah, I can really see that I'm slimming down. He climbed. Yeah, we need gas. It's not even showing us our range anymore.
Ah, shit.
Fucking DoorDash.
Yeah.
But yeah, he climbed up to the top.
It was pretty adorable. A lot of guides on leopard geckos say they don't climb. They're not arboreal.
Bullshit, they climb in
I've seen
nature.
Right. Yeah, cosplays. Yeah, I'm gonna do more cosplaying.
She's gonna cosplay as a succubus for me. she'll do that for her members only. And she finally got her ID, physical ID, so she might do it for her OF.
Yeah. I'm gonna showcase my legs and my feet.
She might showcase more depending on how much y'all pay.
No, you just beat Resident Evil 4.
What?
He says that he just beat Resident Evil 4.
Ooh, nice. Which one? The OG or the remake?
I really liked watching the gameplay of it.
Ashley's hot. You should cosplay as Ashley. Both versions.
I'll have to go and sort through all my clothes and all that.
Yes, yes. Freaking back.
Damn. Hey Casey, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing alright. We're actively doing
In this red dress.
Gotta find me one of those.
I'll be Leon. Nah, I'll be Krauser. I could be Luis. I have the skin color for it. Okay. 22:38. Ah, están aquí. Está aquí.
At least it was an easy find.
Ah, it's a Paquito. Look.
That would be fun.
That's cute.
Alright, now he's dropping off the order. Well, my hair is getting longer, so pretty soon I will be able to have decent sized Cinnabon ears, as I like to call it.
Got the address because I believe these motherfuckers might report it. Oh, I never got it.
That's pretty frustrating.
Just every now and then I get that. Oh, nope, wrong photo. See, I'm very adamant about the photos I use.
We've had a few, well, more than a few shitty customers who lied to try and get a free meal. But Matt is always diligent at taking
What the fuck,
pictures.
DoorDash? It's glitching and it's not fucking working.
Diligence with every delivery.
Like, I take photos of the drop-off, of the items, and of their address. So I can rebuke any, oh, I never get the order bullshit.
And it's stupid and terrible, but some stupid customers put in the delivery driver instructions, don't take a picture, I'll rate you 1 star if you take a picture. And it's a neon sign saying, I'm going to try and get a free meal out of you at your expense. So he takes pictures of every order, all that stuff that he said.
Tell me you're a scammer without telling me you're a scammer.
Mm-hmm.
A scandemonian. What, did that remind you you gotta go or something? Oh my gosh, come on, man. Market has delivered. Are you fucking kidding me? DoorDash is being retarded right now.
Damn it. Well, I see there's a total of 6 of you guys here. I would love to hear from all of you. Oh, that number went down to 2. Oh well. I've been live for 56 minutes now. Feels longer.
Come on, fucking finish this. What the fuck, man? Look at this. Finally, come on, man. Complete this fucking order. Yeah, about fucking time. Yeah, I know, it's non-tipping. Hurry up. Fuck. Fucking stupid.
It is. I see there's a couple of new people who joined in here. It's nice to meet you.
All that stress for only $13 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that's terrible. I'm live right now with my husband right there. And we're driving.
I just picked it off my face.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Dang. We're commuting back from one town to the other because DoorDash thinks it's fun to have us go all over the place.
You like goose chains and you Squidward. Ignore me.
I love you.
I love more. They gotta stop putting grape flavored windows on the school bus. Spin out of control.
Hello, new viewers. Hope you're doing all right. Hey, Truth, good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Wait, Tara?
Yeah,
Is she though?
yeah. We're currently live with DoorDash. They did the asshole thing and had us zigzag back and forth from one town to the other. But we have been getting work, so we're trying to be thankful for that. Just wish there was better tippers, because so far it's not been good tip-wise, but the day isn't over. I'm hoping that it being a Sunday night, we'll have a bunch of people just wanting to order in before going to work tomorrow morning.
Get their case of Red Bulls for the week.
Need that energy. It says there's 12 people on. Huh.
Have to know.
Now I guess they must be looking at my live through the preview or something, and they haven't actually clicked join yet.
Why do you say that?
Truth says that her screen is telling her there's 12 people on right now, and I'm only seeing 3. Must have to get custom jeans or some shit. live for an hour. It's 4:12 in the afternoon.
She's gonna end it, replenish a little bit, and go back at 4:30. Cause she's got a, that 4:20 thing.
Yeah.
Check back in at 4:30, guys.
Alright. I will be back.
I'm gonna get you girls some oh, yeah, I got you that. Oh yeah, what do you think of those?
They look like they're gonna be good.
And I checked them too, they should be safe.
Thanks, baby. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go so I can take care of some of my own needs. But I will be back around 4:30. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I hope that you all have a good rest of your day if I don't see you again tonight. Be good to yourselves and each other.